Welcome back into the Enrichment Sports Source. We have the Yule log burning in the fireplace there, or just frozen in the television set. What kind of commentary is that on our modern Christmas, as a matter of fact? All right. In this segment, simply want to ask 4 questions, 1 question about each of 4 different UT personalities. We'll start. We'll make it kind of easy right off the bat. Butch Jones just finished his first year on the job. Let me ask you, in his stocking this year, should he get a gift or should he get a lump of coal?
A gift.
Okay, a gift.
A gift, a nice
5 and
gift.
7, 5 and 7. You're going to get.
Would it?
First year.
I expected him to be one game better, or maybe I had hoped him to be one game better. But I think the team was about exactly what everybody expected it to be. Dennis Green would have been very happy with them. They were what they thought they were.
They played hard. They did. There was some improvement in certain areas. I think the culture's being built. The chemistry is a little bit better, and the recruiting. A lot of fans live in their hopes and dreams, and recruiting gives you hope. And he's certainly done a great job in that area so far.
Okay.
A gift. The greatest way to address what needs to change here is recruiting, and he's over the top doing a great job on that.
The stocking he needs should be about 6'4", 320. And that should be the gift.
That should be a bunch of them, really fast guys. All right.
Put a brick in his stocking.
I agree. A brick. All right, here's the next one. Realistically speaking, I know anything's possible, but realistically speaking, have Cuonzo Martin's chances for remaining coach melted away already? Have his chances for remaining coach melted away like a snowman?
No. There's, as Mike has pointed out, there's a lot of basketball to be played. You can still have a good season, but you got to start playing harder, and you can't come out and lay an egg like you did against North Carolina State. You can still have a very good season. I'm not saying you're going to get in the NCAA tournament.
And I think,
Well,
Dave
if you
Hart
don't,
suggested
The only thing that would be good.
If you don't, then he's melted away.
then it's not a very good season.
And I don't think Dave Hart's going to take anything less than an NCAA. And the other thing to remember here, not only did Dave Hart not hire Cuonzo Martin, Dave Hart's a basketball guy. He wasn't a football guy. He played basketball, which tells me, which I would extrapolate from that, this guy is going to think he knows more about basketball and finding a coach there than he would football. I think that makes the leash even shorter. Just my take. Yeah. Have his chances melted away?
Not totally, but they've it's kind of like that Frosty the Snowman where it's getting warm, and they're like in the picture there. It's diminished.
He's still got a little bit of body left.
Yeah.
Took me forever to find the picture.
But I've seen teams in this position make it, turn it around and make it. I have.
They're going to have to win. When you look at the RPI, which we did last week of the remaining schedule, they are going to have to go 13-5, 14-4 in the SEC. I do not see that happening.
Bruce Pearl's second year, I can't remember what their non-conference was, but they did not win an SEC road game until mid to late February, and that team went to the Sweet 16.
It was also a better SEC. So you're more likely to get in the NCAA tournament.
Because it's not a better SEC, they may be able to go 13-5. That would be the possibility. But I think anything short of that, I don't think they'll get in the NCAA tournament.
Okay. If Cuonzo Martin doesn't make it, will Dave Hart's chestnuts be roasted over an open fire if he doesn't try to bring Bruce Pearl back?
Yes,
Will he be roasted by the fans if he doesn't try and bring Bruce Pearl back?
Yes. I do not think Bruce Pearl is coming back, but to at least not explore that option would be stupid.
Listen to the fans right now.
Interesting. I wrote something this week on Mr. SEC, and I was surprised that the feedback in the old email box was about 50-50. There were as many people saying, "Now this is stupid. Don't even start pushing this." Wasn't pushing it. Mentioned the possibility. So don't even push this. He had his chance. Wish him well, but somewhere else. He embarrassed the university. I think there's a little bit more split than people think.
There is
but
some, yeah.
But I still think that. Well, you had a caller last week on Josh and Will's show. Nobody could guess who the caller was, but he said they should fire the president, the chancellor, everyone else just to bring back Bruce Pearl. There are fans like that who don't care about the university at all, just the sports teams, and they say, give us Pearl.
That may be what needs to happen before Bruce Pearl does come back.
Well, what's interesting on the Josh and Will show, they had a response from callers, and it was 94% bring Pearl back.
That was, I heard that was about the Go Vols Extra survey they had up on their computer. And that was
Which I don't think 94% would have given him that vote when he was still the coach at Tennessee.
yeah.
That's hard to get 94% approval at any level.
Yeah, I don't know how that
For a
one
coach,
wound.
yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know how
ask
that one
Obama.
wound up. Did you see how that one?
No,
That was
I
after
didn't.
150 people had voted, so it was a small sample. But anyway, I think he will get.
He may
You
get
get the
overruled,
pressure.
though.
Yeah.
That would be the thing.
All right.
As bosses.
And also, you got to wonder if the NCAA says it wouldn't be in your best interest to rehire this guy, well, then you can't do it. All right. I used this one last year, but I'm going to use it this year for a different reason because I just like it. Is UT Chancellor Jimmy Cheek really the Grinch that everyone makes him out to be? The penny-pinching, sports-hating Grinch that he's made out to be?
Yes.
No.
Oh, really? And I want to hear this answer.
No,
'Cause
I mean,
I disagree.
probably not. I just think he would be better being the chancellor of a women's university and a women's athletic department, a women's this and a women's. I don't think he has a clue about what's going on with men's athletics, and I think you see that time after time.
I think Dave Hart has enlightened him. I think he understands it now, and my understanding from talking to people over there is he's been a lot more supportive of athletics in recent times since Dave Hart was hired. I think he gets it now, where earlier I'm not sure if he understood it.
Here it is. I don't think that anybody was really informing of how to do it, what to do.
Well, maybe not.
I'll say this. I mean, there's this idea that they don't spend over there. Well, you paid $3 million to Butch Jones. You were going after Gundy and Strong, which would have cost more. You went after Jamie Dixon before, and he told you no, and you wound up with Konza Martin. They went after a couple of guys in the basketball search, just kind of threw the Hail Mary. So
Paid $1.4 million on Butch Jones's buyout, on top of the salary.
yeah. So this idea that they're not paying, we've talked about this. Why would the president or chancellor, either one, of Tennessee be against sports? What sense does that make? It makes you money. They like that. It gets you attention nationally for your school.
Go back to Nick Saban at Alabama.
Silly.
Alabama's students, they've gotten more students now than they had. There's more interest in going to Alabama, the school, because of what people have seen out of Alabama, the football team. So having good sports teams, it also helps your academic side as well.
Yes, it does.
Well, and the thing is, Jimmy Cheek tied to Florida, and everybody uses that again. Florida is a top 25 university in terms of the school, and certainly in terms of athletics. So if that's his background, I don't see where anybody has started this Grinch thing that they don't want to win, that they want sports to fail and go away. Just because you can't hire good people doesn't mean you're not trying to hire good people. How about that? All right, when we come back, a lyrical turn as we talk about UT's band, a little more Butch Jones, and the men's Big Three sports at UT. Come on back.
You are watching East Tennessee's first and only year-round sports talk show on television.